Hey.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I just been having a really productive day.
What? How can you be so productive? I can literally only do like one homework assignment. Do you think you can tell me some tips so I can stay productive? Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out the rest of my videos. For this week's video, we're gonna be learning how to be that girl. I know by now you guys kind of seen on TikTok, it's kind of becoming a trend to become that girl, which is kind of just being a very really motivated, she works out, she eats healthy, she's aesthetically cute. Basically, it's a girl who has motivation, who sets boundaries, the aesthetic healthy girls, I guess. There's some tips and tricks that I've noticed that help me, stay motivated and stay consistent, because one day it's really easy for you to, wake up at 6 a.m., get a workout and do all this stuff, but it's kind of harder to stay consistent as a lifestyle, and motivation is different for everybody, productivity is different for everybody, so make sure you play around with these, see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you. These are all kind of what have worked for me, so maybe some things won't work for you, but I hope you try them out, and if they do work for you, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. But let's get right into this video. First steps that I think on becoming that girl is changing your mindset. You can't always think like, oh, I have to complete this, I have to, thinking like, oh, I'm so dreading completing this homework assignment. This homework assignment is gonna suck, I'm not even gonna do good on it, I'm gonna do the bare minimum, just thinking like I have to get this done. If you change your mindset about it, then it's gonna feel different. You're gonna enjoy the activity more. So if I'm doing a YouTube video and I have to edit it, then I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna have so much fun editing it, maybe I can play with a different style. Or hey, look, I just watched this YouTube video, maybe I can imply that into my YouTube video, let's start editing. Or having little fun ways of viewing the tasks that you have to do. Or when you're thinking that you have to clean your room, you can be like, I'm gonna change my room up a little bit and find new ways to style my room, because that sounds way more fun than saying I have to clean my room. Or maybe you have to fold laundry, ooh, I'm gonna fold my laundry and try to make a better storage, something like that. Just changing your mindset about the activity that you have to do will literally make it feel 10 times faster. You're gonna complete it better, you're not gonna half-ass it. Make sure you change your mindset and how you view certain activities, so that way it can seem more fun and it can seem a task that you're looking forward to, not really having to complete. The second tip is having certain times that you do certain things. Here is my little routine. I have certain times that I meditate, I have certain times that are my journal times, I have my certain times that are my workout. Setting blockages for certain times that you do something. You can have even certain TV time. You can even have certain time that you're going to be on social media, so that way it's not just random and it's not taking up most of your day. So if you limit yourself to 1 hour of being on social media or 30 minutes, and it won't feel that it's taking over your life. You're gonna also be able to manage the things that you have to get done, so it's not interfering with your homework or with your job. With that being said, another tip is that you should set boundaries, not only with yourself but with friends and family, because sometimes we overstretch ourselves and we forget to put ourselves first and forget that there's certain things that we have to do and that we have to get done. And even it could mean putting some 5 minutes for self-care, or it can mean giving yourself a boundary of I'm gonna not text this certain friend because sometimes she's emotionally draining. Because sometimes we get so busy from work and school that we're oh, I need to have time with my friends, but we still need to also have time for ourselves and make sure that we're taking care of ourselves before we're taking care of other people. I know our beds are super comfy and we want to do everything in them, but we need to leave our beds for sleeping and make sure that we aren't eating on our beds or we're doing our work on our beds, because sometimes I have dealt with this, is where I do work on my bed and I'm not productive, I feel sluggish, and I'm not getting things done at a certain time that I need to get them done. I'm taking longer when I'm on my bed. So setting that boundary for making our bed for our sleeping time, it will not only help our productivity, but it also helps our brains register that our beds are for relaxing. So that way when it comes to nighttime, we're not thinking about a job that we have to complete or a homework assignment that we have to turn in. We're thinking about sleeping, and it's a relaxing place, not something that we use to eat and do work and do homework and all this other stuff. So beds are for sleeping. Another thing that can help us is setting reminders. Sometimes having those reminders that we're not purposely putting on our phones, where it says go on a walk or something like that. Sometimes we need little reminders that aren't so in our face that can just let us know like, hey, this is the lifestyle I want to live, and to do that I have to be productive. I have to get things done. I have to motivate myself. So setting little subliminal reminders can help us out so much with our productivity levels and, you know, getting us motivated and up and ready to do stuff. Another huge tip that has helped me out is using a planner. I know everybody's heard it, but actually using one and actually using it the best way for you, and not really like listening to like how other people do it, because, you know, some ways might work for you and some ways may not work for you. For me, for instance, I put the task very easily down and not really in detail, and I just write simple stuff like, I have a quiz this day, I have to film a video, I have to edit a video, I have to upload a video. Just very simple things, not very so much details, just so I know that they're there. For my very detailed ones, I will make to-do lists with more specific details on what I have to do. For example, on here I will say that I have to go to the gym at the certain time that I want to go to, but on here I will say yoga class at 7 p.m. or I will put cycling class at 8 a.m. I will put the specific details on here rather than right here. Or for this one I will put that I have a quiz, but on here I will put the class that I have a quiz in and the time that's completed in. So that might work for you, but it may work better for you to put real big details on here, and maybe it might even help to put everything in chronological order on how you want to complete the task. So just playing around and making your planner your own will help you out so much. I even bought a new planner for this year, and it's way bigger, and it's gonna be able to allow me to put more details and more specific stuff. So I might change the way I do my planner style, but getting a planner that works for you and that you enjoy and actually find enjoyment in writing in will 10 times make it more fun and more easier for you to use. Something else that's really helped me out is taking breaks and also rewarding myself, but with productive things. For example, I love taking my dog on a walk because it will also help me continue being positive and my energy levels up, but it will also help me out with my work being great and the value of it not declining, because some days I will have multiple assignments, multiple quizzes or exams, and I also will have to edit video on top of it. So taking those breaks and rewarding myself, but with things that are also beneficial to me, not just, you know, sitting on my phone for an hour while I'm in the middle of working, because if I do that, then it's going to be harder for me to return to my work. So by me, you know, taking this time and like walking my dog, or it means taking a break and reading for 30 minutes or an hour, depending on how I feel that day. Taking breaks not only helps, you know, with my productivity, but it also helps with my work quality, because I've noticed that if I sit at my computer and I work hours straight, my quality of work also decreases and it's not as good as when I first started. I'm kind of just rushing to finish everything so that way I can be done working. So taking those like little breaks in between helps me stay motivated and helps my work quality. But I try to make it be something productive, because if I'm take a break and watch like television, then it's going to be harder for me to like come back and start working. So taking these breaks like a walk and a book doesn't distract my brain that much for what I actually need to be completing. One of the last, but in my opinion most important tip is to make sure you're fueling your body and giving the energy that your body needs to actually be productive. So that means making yummy healthy food that makes you feel good personally, not what this influencer on YouTube does for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's what's catered to your body and your body's needs. So if eating a piece of steak makes you feel energized and ready to take on the day, then do that. If just eating, you know, a granola bar does it, you know, just do that. Make sure it's healthy and it gives you the nutrients you need. But, you know, whatever makes you feel good, make sure you're eating it and make sure it's healthy, because literally what you eat is, you know, who you are. You know that saying, like, you are what you eat? Yes, that's 100% true. Because when I eat fast food or like try to grab something quick, I literally feel sluggish and I have no motivation. But when I take time to cook and make myself like healthy meals, then I feel energized and ready to take on the day rather than feeling so heavy. With all that being said, lovelies, keep in mind that change and changing habits and applying these things aren't gonna happen overnight. You know, you need dedication, you need discipline to make any of these a lifestyle or any of these a forever change. So don't give up on yourself. Be your number one motivator. You're all you have in life and you're all you need, and you guys are already enough the way you guys are. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if any of these tips help you out, make sure to comment that down below and we can all motivate each other to become that girl and, you know, have this wonderful lifestyle. Summer's coming up. Let's be that girl. Let's romanticize your own life and make sure that you are acting like the main character. You are the main character of your own story, nobody else's. So make sure you embody that. I'll see you guys next week, and I love you. Bye.